This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, the league races are winding down and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Los Lomas take on Alhambra, Lee battles Santa Teresa, and Aragon meets Woodside.
We have exciting softball action with Monroe Catholic and James Logan, NCS volleyball with Camp Lindo and Alameda, and the story of the San Jose runner escaping an abusive past. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight in the Bay Valley League where the Heritage Patriots come into this game with a one-game lead over second-place Liberty. The Patriots feature hot-hitting junior shortstop Ryan Jackson. Ryan is on the brink of a team record for hits in a season.
Yeah, just needs one more hit. Liberty needing a win to stay in the league hunt. The Lions featuring a couple of football players in the lineup, including outstanding catcher Mason Padilla, who plays linebacker on the football team. Liberty at Heritage this week. We featured Garrett Jensen a few weeks back, and happy to say Garrett is back in the lineup. Liberty threatening early as Alex Merchant slices it down the right field line, the ball rolling into the corner. Merchant with a double. But he would not score as Christian Machado was awesome on the mound for Heritage, the sophomore getting one of his 8 Ks in the game there. No score in the third as Chaz Myers just crushes this one high and deep to right center. One hop off the fence. That's a double worthy of 5 claps for Chaz Myers. Later in the third, first and third, as the runner breaks from second, that's Ryan Jackson. He's safe as Myers races home for the first run of the game. Still in the third, Casey Turturici slices this one down the left field line. Scoring from second is Jackson. Turturici ends up at second, 2-0 Patriots. Next up is Keith Jones, and Jonesy lines a base hit to right, and when the ball gets by the fielder, Turturici scores. Jones stops at third, 3-0 Heritage after 3. Now here's Garrett Jensen with a base hit just past second. Good to see Garrett back and doing well. A little Heritage history now as Ryan Jackson sends a rocket to right field. The double is Ryan's 40th hit this season, a new single-season hit record for Heritage as Myers scores. Jackson lifted for a pinch runner to get the love from his teammates. Here's something I've never seen in baseball ever. Liberty catcher Mason Padilla throws out 3 runners in the same inning to record all 3 outs. Mason also a terrific football player, but that was amazing. Still, Heritage wins it 4-0. The Patriots with a 1-game lead in league with 3 games to play.
The Thomas More Knights taking the field in this battle of undefeated teams in the Private School South League. Thomas More taking an early lead. Justin Kors stings the liner to left. Racing around third and heading home is Anthony Cortese, and it's 1-0 Knights. On the bump for Thomas More. Lopez dealing all afternoon, one of his 10 Ks right there. More Knights in the third as Cortese rips a shot over the second baseman. It goes all the way to the fence. Cortese strolls into second with a double and later scores on a wild pitch. He is strong. 4th inning now again. This time it's Cortese going deep to right center. It falls. Max Selway races around from first to score another double for Cortese. 5-0 Knights. Thomas More keeps this going as Justin Kors sends it to right center all the way to the wall, and scoring is Cortese. Right behind him is Diego Lopez, and it's a triple for Kor. Pinewood trying to get something going as Roman Vasishta gets a hold of this one, sending it to left over the fielder. It's a double for Roman, but he would not score. The Knights end it in the 5th. Bases loaded for Justin Kor, who chops it to first, and he is safe. Max Selway scores, and that'll do it. Thomas More wins it 10-0 in 5 innings. A stellar job on the mound by sophomore Diego Lopez.
Senior day for the Foothill Falcons as they take on the California Grizzlies on Tuesday. We start off with some D at the top of the third. Runners at first and second, but Ellen Ebers goes all out in a terrific diving catch. Olivia Silvestri also showing off some leather for the Grizzlies. Check out the full extension diving catch. Nice job by Silvestri. Bottom 4 now, Foothill with runners at the corners. Gianna Ling puts down the squeeze, and Ebers slides home to put the Falcons on the board. Bottom of the 6th now, Alexandra McElroy hits it to short, advancing the runners and loading the bases. Next batter is Ling, who works to a full count and draws the bases loaded walk. Avery Francis comes in to score, and it's 2-0 Foothill. Same inning, bases still loaded for Kaylin Kavanaugh, who sends it high and deep to left field. That's deep enough for Ling to tag up and score from third, sliding in safely at the plate to give the Falcons a 3-run lead. Top of the 7th now, still 3-0. Riley Steiner comes up and shoots it up the right field line. When the ball gets away, Alyssa Triani scores all the way from first to put Cal on the board. A few batters later, Silvestri crushes it to the base of the center field fence, scoring Steiner to make it a 1-run game, 3-2 Falcons. But Nicole May says no mas. May with her 13th strikeout for the day to seal the deal for the Falcons, who remain unbeaten on the season at 21-0 and clinch the East Bay League title.
The Harker Eagles and Monte Vista Matadors wishing each other good luck as they prepare to go head-to-head. Mats waste no time. Gotham Desari comes flying in and slams it down with authority. Matadors up by 1 a couple plays later. Mats at the ready on D. Here comes Akil Batpat, and Batpat tips it over the net. MV would go on to win the first set. And early in the second, Billy Fan with the dig. Charlie Mullen with the set, and Fan spikes it down for the kill. The Eagles tied up at 2. 3 plays later, Apoorv Bachari sets it to Desari, and Desari gets the kill. Matadors up by 1 midway through the second. The Mats with the return, but Liam Bakar is ready for the block. Eagles up by 1. Harker with a great dig on D, but Batpat was ready for it. He slams it down, and Matadors tied up at 17. A couple plays later, Adarsh Bachari with the dig, Kevin Matthew with the set, and Desari yet again the kill, and MV takes the second set. Now halfway through the third, Desari sets it to Batpat, and Batpat spikes it down. MV up 14-12, and here's Desari sealing the game with a powerful ace for Monte Vista, and they go on to defeat Harker 3-0. Desari 16 kills for the Mats. Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah, Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are the players of the week. Get a load of this outfielder, Emily Clem. She the sheriff of the diamond like Yosemite Sam. Driving in runs for the Mountain View Spartans, hitting balls over the fence. Hope that's not where you're parking. She basically eats opposing pitching for lunch. Had a pair of home runs coming through in the clutch. 5 runs batted in to go with slick fielding. Her squad is 8-0 and their efforts are unyield. Dominating on the mound, it's Kyle Bradsit throwing heat. You would think he's got a match lit. Sharp with his command, his pitches ain't looking rusty. Shutting down batters for the Washington Huskies. He threw a complete game, striking out 8, making hitters look silly like a movie outtake. Got the win for his team, allowing 1 earned run. Now he's sitting atop the league at 7-1. Yeah, Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are the players of the week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
If you are a runner and get a nagging pain on the outside of your knee, you may have iliotibial band friction syndrome, sometimes called runner's knee. The iliotibial band is a bunch of thick fibers that run from the outside of your hip to the outside of your thigh and knee, attaching to the outside of your shin bone. 3 issues contribute to the cause of runner's knee and are the mainstay of treatment. First, hip abductor weakness, the outer gluteal muscles which pull the leg away from your body. Second, poor running mechanics can be assessed and treated by physical therapy. Finally, shoe and running surface can contribute and should be evaluated. There are running injury clinics, such as Run Safe at Stanford, which can be helpful for prevention and treatment of this nagging injury.
Coming up, our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game with the very best in boys lacrosse as St. Ignatius meets Sacred Heart Prep.
And East Bay League Baseball with rivals Amador Valley and Foothill as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
Bye. Hey, Dad.
हेलो बेटे, कैसी हैं आप?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, so good to see you. It's late. Where are you?
I'm at work.
Oh gosh, so late?
I know, but guess what?
What?
I've saved enough to come visit you.
Oh, that's such a great news.
At US Bank, we believe that hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
California's #1 volume dealer, South County of Gilroy, the #1 Hellcat Scat Pack dealer in the world, welcomes the largest selection of red-eye in the world. Fast and furious. Feel it, hear it, speed like no other. South County has too much speed on their lot. Red Eyes, Hellcat Demon, Scat Pack, wide bodies, and more. Get the new Dodge Durango SRT8 power like no other for $11,000 off the MSRP.
Wow!
Fast and furious.
Get your roll on. Drive a little, save a lot.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
We are back at Levi Stadium with a huge lacrosse game this week. Both St. Ignatius and Sacred Heart Prep dominating league play all year long.
Yeah, the two teams coming into the final game of the regular season undefeated. The winner is the league champion. This is our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. Aubrey was there.
North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
The magnitude of this game has been a season in the making. Both Sacred Heart Prep and St. Ignatius meet for the very first time this season on the last game of the season. Both undefeated in league, so this one is for the championship. Trying to bring it home for the defending champs will be the defending WCAL Player of the Year, Tommy Barnes, a 4-year player with nearly 200 career goals. And for the Wildcats is going to be Topher Bleiser, leading scorer. St. Ignatius needing a win over the defending league champs to bring home the title in our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. SHP in control early. Tommy Barnes finds his little brother Tommy up top, who goes low and scores high. The Gators get on the board first, and it stays 1-0 through the first quarter. In the second, it's Larry Hart tracking down the ground ball, and he has room to run. He takes that momentum into his shot, and wow, what a great goal. It's 2-0 Sacred Heart. SI has the ball after a shot goes wide. Sam Parkinson goes around and fires it home, breaking their scoreless streak with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. And with 35 seconds to go, the Cats make it a tie ball game. Topher Bly finds his brother Wells up high, and you can count it. We are tied at 2 heading into halftime. The score is 4-3 midway through the third. Sacred Heart Prep trying a shot from up the middle, but goalie Mario Heeman does a great job defending the net. 13 saves on the day, and that keeps his team in it. Tied at 4, Joey Hagan comes around the net, lands the shot on goal. SHP down by 2 goals in the fourth, but you can't count him out. Tommy Barnes with a clutch goal to pull the Cats within 1. He's heading to Princeton next year, but in the front of the Gator net, it's Parkinson threatening again, charging around the perimeter and bounces it off the goalie's shoulder and in, and with 53 seconds left to play, the score is 7-6. Wells Bly gives the Cats some insurance, pulling the goalie around the back of the net, and that's a deciding goal. The Cats pull off the huge 8-7 victory to take home the league title. Parkinson recaps this historic season post-game.
It started off really well. We got, I think, 12 wins early on. I think we went 12-0 and we went back east. We lost a couple games, and that was just a really, really good learning opportunity for our team. And to come back here on the West Coast and have a good win right here before we go into the playoffs is really exciting.
Senior Day at Foothill as Jason Dorman is honored along with all the Falcon seniors. Amador Valley on the board first in the first. Trevor Jackson muscles up and hits a deep fly ball to center. That's a double. Jackson would score on Brad Couture's 3-run home run. Still in the fourth, a runner on for Nick Maestas, who shoots a single through the left side. Ari Solomon scores 4-0 Dons. Bottom one and Foothill answers back. Tommy Scavone sends this one deep to the opposite field. It's a double for Tommy, who later scored on a sac fly. It's 4-1. Same score in the third. The Dons with a runner at third. The pitch is wild. Justin Warner races home with a head-first slide. 5-1 Amador Valley. Foothill puts up a crooked number in their half of the fourth. Max Sugden leading off, and Max just crushes this one. It hops to the wall. A double for Max. He later scored on a sac fly. Still in the fourth, one on for Caleb Lammel, and this one is a bomb high and deep and gone and left. A 2-run shot for Caleb, and it's a one-run Amador lead. The Dons get some insurance in the fifth. Nick Maestas with a solid single to right. That drives in Jake Benson, and it's 6-4 Dons. The Dons go up 7-4, bottom of the seventh. Foothill gets 2 runs. The second on this Ryan Stemplinger base hit to right, scoring Joe Scalzo. 2 on, 2 out, 2 strikes, and reliever Shane Cancilla gets the strikeout to end the game. Amador Valley finishes the regular season at 19-3, 10-3 in the East Bay.
Each week, South County Chrysler and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award. This week's Coach of the Week is Michael Morla from Jefferson High School. Coach Morla and the Grizzlies took command of their league lead with a big win last week.
Coach Morla and the Grizzlies will receive tickets to an upcoming A's game for being named this week's South County Chrysler U.S. Bank Coach of the Week. Coming up, the Mount Hamilton League battle for first place with Santa Teresa and Lee.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Softball Power Rankings.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
To first in time, what a play!
There it goes, see ya!
Slicing in the corner over Gardner's head. That baby's gone.
Judge hits one very high to left. Piscotty sliding catch.
Drill way back. Walk off Chris Davis.
We are the Pinewood Panthers, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the Lee Longhorns threatening to lock up the Mount Hamilton Division title. The Lee Longhorns with just 1 loss and 1 tie in league play.
The Santa Teresa Saints were just a game and a half back, playing very well, winning 4 of their last 5 games, coming into this very important game with Lee this week. We got a dog in the outfield trying to get the best seat in the house for this Santa Teresa Lee baseball game. The Longhorns get right to work in the first. Mitchell Dowd sends a blistering shot to left. That one bounces to the wall, and Owen Dyer comes in to score. It's 1-0 Longhorns. Jake Miller up next, and he hits one up the middle for a base hit. That allows Dowd to score. It's 2-0 lead. Jake would later score on a balk to make it 3-0 Longhorns. Lee adds on in the second. Robbie Hamchuk rips one down the third baseline for a base hit. Griffin Quadro comes in to score. 3-0 Longhorns after 2. Santa Teresa fights back in the third. Cameron Flores ropes one to right for a single, and here comes a throw, but Josh Nuno slides in safely at the plate to cut the deficit to 4. A few batters later, Trevor Hagman sends a laser to left. That allows Flores to score. 4-2 Longhorns. The Saints looking for more, but Lee goes Michael Williamson to Quadro to Giancarlo Leonardo. That's a double play. 4-2 Lee after 4. Santa Teresa continues to chip away in the 5th. Hagman skies one to left. Here comes a throw, but it's not in time. Jake LaCourie slides in safely. It's 4-3 Longhorns after 5. 2 on, 2 out in the 7th for the Saints. Hagman clutches up, scoring Isaac Solario, and we are tied at 4 after 7 in the 9th. Hagman playing hero once again with a deep shot to the warning track and left. Logan Ruhlman comes in to score to give the Saints the 5-4 lead. A few batters later, Josh Nuno skies one to left, and that falls, allowing Hagman to score, and it's 6-4 Santa Teresa Saints. Lee trying to rally back in the bottom half, but Nuno induces the fly ball to right. Gabe Tapia makes a nice catch to end it, and Santa Teresa wins it 6-4 to go at 6-3 in the Mount Hamilton division.
Monday afternoon, and it's Piedmont Hills visiting Prospect. The Pirates from Piedmont Hills strike right away. Aaliyah Gutierrez walks and advances to third before Kaylee Norris knocks her in with a hard RBI single. 1-0. Same inning, bases loaded for Juliana Morales, who shoots one into right field. It's a 2-out, 2-run single. Piedmont Hills leads it 4-0 after 1. Next inning, 1 out, 1 on for Michaela Valdez, who puts one in play, scoring Eliana Ante. Following play, Lorelei Lira will knock in Valdez to give Piedmont Hills a 6-run lead. But the Panthers get on the board. Bottom 2, Taylor Cervantes on base for an Abby Dessa shot into the gap. Prospect scores twice more to trail 6-3 after 2. Fast forward to the 5th. Prospect now down by 2 with the bases loaded. Cervantes grounds out, but Isabel Alvarado scores, and it's 6-5 Piedmont Hills. Bottom 6, 2 outs. Carly Smithers doubles one to the wall, and that one is going to be off the wall to tie the game at 6-all. Alvarado's follows with a shot to left to give Prospect its first lead of the game, and the Panthers will add one more for a 3-run 6 as Prospect comes from behind to take this one. 8-6 was the final.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who've overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Aubrey, tonight a tough story to tell. Devin Lopez grew up facing abuse in her San Jose home. Devin used running to help her to recover. Running is Devin's heaven. Devin Lopez loves to run. Cross country was a savior for Devin as she worked to overcome a troubling time in her life, something she chronicled recently in a scholarship essay.
This was the first time I was really open about this in the essay, and when I was really young, I don't know what age I was, but I was sexually abused by my stepfather. And obviously this was someone I really cared about, that I really loved. He was the only father figure I had. So, you know, kind of growing up with that happening in my home and no one knowing, it was really difficult. And as I grew up, I really had a self-image about myself, like a perception that I was a really bad person. I felt guilty.
Devin says the abuse started when she was about 9 years old and continued for a few years. Like many abuse victims, Devin at first felt like it might be her fault.
I think that happens with a lot of survivors. You feel that it's your fault because you feel that maybe you did something that led up to those decisions, and it's a stigma put on a lot of us. It's a really bad thing because a lot of us feel that it's our fault because we're the girls, we're the ones who probably did something to initiate that. And it's not true because it's somebody else who made that decision for you. You didn't have an option to say no.
Eventually, the abuse was discovered, and Devin was surprised that her family was supportive of her and believed her.
I finally told my mom because my mom found out, and it was really difficult. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if people would believe me. I had a really rocky relationship with my mother at that time, so it was really difficult to finally be able to say that it happened. But I had family and I had uncles and aunts who they believed me and they supported me through everything.
Devin wrote a letter that was read to the court at her stepfather's trial. The man who had been her father figure was convicted and sentenced to a maximum 50 years in prison.
This was the person that I knew as my father, and just to see how his decisions broke our family apart. We could have really been a good family, you know, but his decisions.
Devin has moved on. She works hard in the classroom with a 3.8 GPA. Devin will attend Cal Berkeley next year using her grades to earn lots of scholarships. She will be the first person in her family to attend college.
Honestly, for me, it just means ending the cycle, and by that I mean my mom obviously didn't have the same opportunities, and I want my brother and my cousins, pretty much anyone who looks like me, feels the way I felt before, that maybe it's really difficult, that they can see me and know that they can do it too, that it's possible.
Devin is proud of what she has achieved. She has some advice for girls like her who face abuse at home.
That there's people who will believe you. What you're saying is true, and just know that it wasn't your fault, and that this is gonna end soon, and whatever pain you feel, trust me, it's temporary.
So Devin will go to Cal next year. She very much wanted to tell her story so other abuse victims could see that you can get past the abuse and take charge of your life like she has.
Yeah, that is an amazing story and so brave too.
Very courageous girl.
All right, so Devin is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominees so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be Human, inspire, and be inspired.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week, the league lead on the line as Las Lomas battles Alhambra.
And NCS playoff volleyball with Alameda and Camp Lindo. You're watching the top high school sports show in the nation, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Cordovas felt squeezed by their monthly loan payments, so Tri-Counties Bank home loan specialist Anna Poulin team looked to loosen things up. With suggestions from Anna, they were able to improve their credit scores to qualify for a refinancing solution that paid off their mortgage, car loan, and credit cards with a new lower rate, reduced term home loan, cutting years off the original mortgage and lowering monthly payments by several $100s. Tight squeeze solved. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Luxury real estate is far more than a transaction. It's about living the life you deserve. Morgan Mano Shepler with McGuire Real Estate knows a commitment at this level requires a rock-solid relationship with experts who truly understand each local community. Go to Morgan's website to learn more about available homes for sale, read Morgan's client testimonials, and request a complimentary home valuation. With Morgan's proven track record for success, her clients enjoy a complete concierge service experience from start to finish. Because anything is possible when you have the right agent.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families, for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andrew.
And we are both brokers with Serino Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare. We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This game features the league leaders in the Diablo Valley League, Alhambra winning the first game of his home-and-home series on Tuesday, taking the 2-game lead over Las Lomas.
Yeah, so the Knights needing a win against the Bulldogs in the second game Thursday to keep their league title hopes alive. It is our South County Chrysler Game of the Week, and Aubrey was there.
Alhambra's Jake Tyler needing a little pick-me-up, chugging an energy drink before the Bulldogs face Las Lomas. Bottom of the second, Peyton Debonville slaps one to the left side, putting Josh Ugat at second, and a bunt would put runners on second and third, and the runner tries to steal home, but pitcher Zakai Abador throws at catcher Jack McCuller, who applies the tag, and we stay scoreless. The Alhambra defense showing off in the third. Jake Ryan, all jacked up from that energy drink, makes a nice play at third, throwing on the run and getting the out at first. Alhambra pitcher Brody Aglite absolutely dealing, throwing a perfect game through 5, but Abador for the Knights was just as dominant, allowing just 2 hits through 5 innings. So we have no score through 5.5, bottom 6. Josh Ugat blisters a shot in the gap in left center, and because there's no fence, this ball rolls for a long time. Ugat rounding third, and he is a stand-up inside the park home run to tip the score 1-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. But hold on tight because this was a crazy one. Dominic Gravino, the next inning, comes up clutch, hitting the ball hard to right center. It's out of the outstretched arm of the center fielder. A sac bunt would put him on third, and then the Knights elect to go with another bunt. It goes down the third baseline, runner scores, and the batter is safe at first, and we are tied at 1 after 6 innings. Top of the 7th, Las Lomas threatening with a runner on second. The award for clutch hit of the day goes to Matt Hershey. Going down the line, scoring on the play is Ashton Marks, and Las Lomas takes its first lead of the day in the 7th. In the bottom half, Alhambra with a runner on second. The ball trickles away from catcher Jack McCuller, but Jack guns out the runner at third, taking the tying run off the bases, and that would do it after losing to Alhambra on Tuesday. The Knights come back to take game 2. This was a huge win, and here they are, the Las Lomas Knights. We're going to talk to the starting pitchers. Kai Avador first. You are MVP. You pitched an awesome game. What were you feeling out on the mound?
I was feeling really good. I mean, I know I always got my guys behind me and stuff, so that's great. And yeah, I was just feeling good today.
I'm sure it looked like it. It looked like it. All right, next is Matt Hershey. Matt, all right, you guys lost to them pretty big, right, on Tuesday. How was the mindset coming into this game, and how good does this bounce back feel?
It feels amazing. We always come back no matter what happens. We're a bunch of grinders, and no matter how much we're down or how much we lose by, we're always going to come back stronger. So.
Thank you, Matt. All right, and last but not least, Jack McCuller, the guy wearing the gear over here. Matt, what are your goals? What do you guys hope to accomplish when the season is over?
We hope to win NCS. That's our biggest goal, I think. We're rats, so that's what we do.
How are you going to do that? How are you going to bring home that title?
We're going to be rats and just work as hard as we can and never get a bad mentality.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right, these are the Las Lomas Knights. Guys, take us out.
Let's go. Hey, Knights on me, Knights on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice!
The Camp Alindo Cougars taking on the Alameda Hornets Thursday night for round 2 of the NCS playoffs. We start with a great double block by Josh Ewert and Nikolai Vayner for the Cougars to lead by 3. The Hornets with the reply here, Ethan Lau to Shane Conley to Desmond Ho, who tips it over the defense for Alameda. But Campo takes the first set, Ewert to Jake Myers, who sets up Jeremy Enriquez, who smashes it to the hardwood for the Cougs, 25-19. Second set now, Ben Blakely bumps it to Myers for the back set to Ewert for the kill. Then it's Ewert to Myers to Blakely, who fires a rocket over the net. Camp Alindo takes the second set 25-13 for a 2-set lead, and Ewert was pretty happy about that. It was back and forth in the third. Robbie Ono to Spencer Cow, who sets it up for Ho to spike it down between the block for Alameda, and the Cougars respond. Blakely to Ewert, back to Blakely. That one is not coming back. It's 11-10 Camp Alindo, but the Hornets sting hard in the third as Kishan Rama finds Ho to set up Tillman Vetter for the game-winning point to take the set for Alameda 25-22. We head to the fourth. Conley to Ho to Cow for a kill between the block as Alameda trails by 1 point, but it all ends here. Myers to Keone Vuong to Blakely as the Cougars take this set 25-18 as Camp Alindo moves on to the next round of the playoffs. Ewert leading all scorers with 18 kills. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
And we are down to the final 5. These 5 athletes were interviewed this week, and we'll find out how the $10,000 in scholarship money will be split, but all 5 will receive a scholarship at our end of the season awards banquet thanks to Lexus of Stevens Creek.
Very nice. Coming up to the Bay Counties League with St. Joe's trying to hang on to a league lead.
And a big game in boys volleyball with Wilcox meeting Palo Alto next.
Back at Levi Stadium in the NBC Sports Studio with the Pilots from St. Joseph Notre Dame with a 1-game lead in the Bay Counties League. The Pilots' Michael Shee hitting right at .400 for the season.
Redwood Christian looking to hand the Pilots their first league loss of the season in the game played at the College of Alameda on Tuesday. Redwood Christian and St. Joe's going head-to-head at the College of Alameda Tuesday. Very first batter of the game is the Eagles' Ethan King, and he slaps one down the line the opposite way. The ball gets buried in the corner, and Ethan heads for third. He would score on a sac fly, and Redwood Christian draws first blood 1-0. But in the bottom of the first, it's tied at 1 with the bases loaded for Joseph Boyden. A chopper makes it over the third baseman's head. Michael Shee scores, and here comes A.J. Ramsey. Pilots lead it 3-1 after 1. And in the home half of the second, the bases are loaded once again for St. Joe's. This time it's Thomas Camplain coming in clutch, grounding one through that left side there. The hit plates all three runners, Davis, Stewart, Shee, and Ramsey. It's 6-1 Joe's. Camplain ends up on second for Boyden, who snatches his third RBI of the day with a single to left center. Camplain heads home. Boyden would finish 3 for 4 at the plate. Great day for Boyden. 2 batters later, Alex Robles puts another on the board, jabbing one to center, dropping in front of the center fielder, and coming around to score is Boyden. St. Joe showing up on offense, and the story on defense was all about this guy, Hudson Hennig, going 6 innings, allowing just 1 hit, 11 Ks for the senior of St. Joe's, inches closer to taking home that league title with the 10-1 win.
The El Camino Division title on the line as Palo Alto takes on Wilcox. The Vikings come out firing. Abe Toe bunts to Finn Hadley, who sets it back to Toe for the point. Palo Alto takes set 1. Owen Rice to Hadley to Raymond Chen, who tips it over, and Pally wins the first. Set 2, and the Vikings off to a good start. Lachin State over to Hadley, who oversets to Chen for the monster kill. Palo Alto looking for more later in the set, but check out John Cho with the dig and the point. That was nice. Wilcox keeps it rolling to win set 2. Jared Sidon to Stephen Fan to Cho for the kill. The Chargers take the second. Set 3, and the Chargers come out hot. Joe Pham with the ace. But back come the Vikings later in the set. Chen over to Hadley, who sets it back to Chen for the big-time kill. Palo Alto on the attack again. Tyler Yen to Hadley to Chen for the point. The Vikings win the third, 25-23. Wilcox fights back in the fourth. Sidon on the pass, Fan on the set, and Joe Pham on the finish. The Chargers continue the rally. Pham bunts to Fan, who sets it up nicely to Samuel Wheaton for the nifty kill. Wilcox takes the fourth set, 25-22. We go to a final fifth set. Wilcox keeps the momentum going in set 5. Cho to Fan to Wheaton, who puts it away as the Chargers win this one in 5 and end up in a 3-way tie for first in league. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
One Hit Away brings us great advice on concussion prevention every week.
Here's Dr. Scott Schur with this week's tip.
What to do in the event of a possible concussion to your child or yourself. No matter the game's circumstances, an athlete with a suspected concussion should be removed immediately from play. When in doubt, sit them out. Look for signs and symptoms of a concussion if the athlete has experienced a bump or blow to the head or body. Ensure that the athlete is immediately evaluated by an appropriate healthcare professional. When removing an athlete with a suspected concussion from play, the decision about returning to play should be left to the medical professional. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, the Mission Valley League lead on the line in girls softball with Logan and Moreau Catholic in our NCS Block Construction blockbuster game.
And Piedmont Hills battles Oak Grove in the Santa Teresa division. This is 49ers Cal High Sports Report, and we will be right back.
Bye. Hey, Dad.
Hello, बेटे, कैसी हैं आप?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So good to see you. It's late. Where are you?
I'm at work.
Oh gosh, so late?
I know, but guess what?
What?
I've saved enough to come visit you.
Oh, that's such a great news.
At US Bank, we believe that hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
California's #1 volume dealer, South County of Gilroy, the #1 Hellcat Scat Pack dealer in the world, welcomes the largest selection of red-eye in the world. Fast and furious. Feel it, hear it, speed like no other. South County has too much speed on their lot. Red Eyes, Hellcat Demon, Scat Pack, wide bodies, and more. Get the new Dodge Durango SRT 8 power like no other for $11,000 off the MSRP. Wow! Fast and furious. Get your roll on. Drive a little, save a lot.
The Rikus Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Rikus Center offers a diverse community service program allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements.
Break it,
hands are off. You get another opportunity to do what you love. Take advantage. Kittle at the 10. Touchdown. What a play. This return for James. He will score. You're our best today. This is our game. This is our field. We got to represent. End zone taking a shot, and it's caught. That's like we've done. That's all we need to do. Let's go.
Back at Levi Stadium with yet another big game for the league lead. This time it's in softball in the Mission Valley League, where 3 teams had 2 losses coming into this game.
That's Monroe Catholic and James Logan, the 2 teams tied with Newark Memorial for the league lead and needing a win to keep pace in our block construction blockbuster game, and our Kiara Biagini had it covered.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
It is a tight race in the Mission Valley League with only 2 weeks left to play. I'm here at James Logan High School as the Colts and Mariners fight for the top spot. The starting battery for the Mariners, junior pitcher Risa Baker, who shut out the Colts last meeting, and senior catcher Gabby Perez hitting .486. For the Colts, it'll be junior right-handed pitcher Mooch Salazar hitting near .400 with 10 wins on the season. For first place, it's James Logan and Monroe Catholic in our blockbuster game.
Monroe Catholic came out swinging in the first. Leadoff batter Ella Murchison gets on with a base hit up the middle. Next, it's Layla Velasquez dropping one in shallow center. Mariners advance runners to second and third, but Sachi Reyes comes up with the huge diving play at short to give Logan 2 outs. Freshman Kate Huser comes to the plate and clutches up, getting the 2-out RBI hit, giving the Mariners a 2-0 lead. Mooch Salazar leads off the bottom of the first with a base hit through the left side, but she gets left on. Second inning, the Mariners keep the bats going as Annalisa F. Rios hits a rocket all the way to the right field fence for the leadoff triple, but Abby Faaita comes up with a huge play for the Colts. The junior third baseman catches the liner and backdoors the runner for the double play. Bottom 3, Logan with a runner on first. Jade Johnson hits this one deep, but against the wind, F. Rios makes the catch to keep the Colts scoreless. Check out this web gem by the Mariners second baseman Velasquez making the diving catch. Bottom 6, runners in scoring position with Selena Marquez at the plate, and she produces for her team with a double to the left center fence, scoring 2 runs to tie it 2-all. Top 7, Gabby Perez comes up with 2 outs and a runner on second. She pokes one up the middle. Velasquez heading for home, and she is safe. Perez with the go-ahead RBI. The Mariners hold on to win it 3-2. Perez takes us through her at-bat and the big win.
I just knew that I was going to hit the ball, and I was like, I'm going to do anything to get on base and move my runner over. And with 2 outs, I was like, there's just nothing I could do but get a base hit. This is the first time, I think, in Monroe history that we've beaten Logan 2 times in league, and last year was the first time in 7 years that we actually beat them. So to come back out and do it again was just amazing.
In Union City with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Piedmont Hills and Oak Grove trying to keep their league title hopes alive in the Santa Teresa. First inning, Oak Grove with runners at the corners. Jacob No hits a deep ground ball to second. The Pirates get the out at second. No safe at first, and Evan Meyer scores for the 1-0 Eagles lead. Oak Grove looks to add on, but Pirates second baseman Nick Galbo makes the snag and doubles up the runner to end the first. Top 3 now in Piedmont Hills with a runner at second. PJ Fuentes hits one through the infield. It's a base hit, scoring Oscar Flores, and we're tied at 1-all. The Pirates had a pair on a few walks in the fourth. Here's Nate Gomez earning the RBI, bringing in Eric Angel for the 3-1 lead. Piedmont Hills gets a 2-out rally going in the fifth. Galbo muscling up and hits this one hopper off the left field fence for the stand-up double. A few batters later, Angel hits a hard grounder, tough hop for the third baseman. The ball gets away, everyone's safe. Galbo scores to put the Pirates up by 3. Oak Grove looking for the comeback. Sebastian Gary laces one to the right center field gap. Coming in to score all the way from first is Elijah Dominguez to pull within 2. But that is all the Pirates starting pitcher Jacob Soto will allow. The junior pitcher gets the backwards K to end the game. Piedmont Hills takes the series against Oak Grove to grab sole possession of second place, 1 game back from Sobrato with 1 week left to play.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week we honor Oakland Tech baseball star Adam Crampton, who sports a very impressive 4.8 GPA, so obviously he's going to play at Stanford next season.
Of course, brought to you by the Harker School. This week Harker congratulates the Harker varsity boys golf team. They had a big win last week, which locked up Harker's 6th consecutive boys golf league title. Go Eagles! At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here's this week's Adobe tip. There are a few ways to cut out an image from the background in Photoshop. One way is using the polygonal lasso tool. Duplicate the image you are cutting out and turn the eye off in the background. Then activate the polygonal lasso tool, zoom in on the portion where you want to start working, and then hold down the Control key and mark the outline of your subject. I like to do this one portion at a time, so if you make a mistake, you can go back and do it again. Once you have a portion selected, hit Delete or Control X to remove it. Once you're done, you can use the cutout image to highlight your favorite player. Coming up, we head to the peninsula for Aragon and Woodside.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for baseball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pizzine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
5 teams within 2 games of first place in the Peninsula Ocean Division starting this week.
3 teams were tied for the league lead. 2 of those teams, Aragon and Woodside, they're battling this week. The Aragon Dons taking game 1 of this series, so here's Woodside hosting game 2. We jump to the 4th inning. We are scoreless. Sterling Miller hits a hot shot to center. That one loads the bases with 2 outs, but Woodside's star pitcher, Joseph King, gets out of the jam with the backwards K. 10 strikeouts through 4 innings for the Washington State commit. Oh my goodness. This is a pitcher's duel. Connor Hourigan strikes out the side and remains hitless through 4 innings. Top 5, Jace Jeremiah comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on second. He hits a soft grounder, beats out the throw. Here comes Drake Keneally, and he is safe. The Dons take the lead and add a few more in the 6th. Miller at the plate with a runner on third, and this one is hit deep. It's hit to center field, and it is out of here. Miller with a 2-run jack, making it 4-0 Dons. Bottom 6, Owen Crevelt breaks up the no-no with a chopper down the third baseline, and that one rolls a while, and Crevelt gets the stand-up double. That brings up King, and he trades places with Crevelt as he finds the left center gap. Crevelt scores to pull Woodside within 3. But Hourigan shuts the door. The senior throws an absolute gem for the win with 12 strikeouts, allowing only 2 hits. Aragon takes this series, putting them at the top of the Peninsula Ocean Division at 9-3.
The Kings Academy getting warmed up to take on Mercy, the Crusaders, for first place in league. Top of the first, Kenzie Yamakoshi shoots it through the left side down the line, scoring Sarah French from second base. It's a double for Kenzie. Later same inning, Elise Wilkinson sends a shot to center. A nice grab out there by Izzy Bajorquez Emmons, but Yamakoshi scores. Bottom of the first now, Mercy with runners at the corners. Carla Joaquin Alvarez lofts it deep to left. That scores Ariana Montel. Top 3 now, Knights leading 4-3. Abby Kong chops it up the middle. Ryan Galea fires to Riley Rodriguez, but Savannah Brown scores for TKA. Same inning at 6-5 Knights, bases loaded for Izzy Bajorquez Emmons, who sends it to right center. It's a base hit, scoring Bella Alterio. And Jordan Lorad as Mercy takes the lead. Top 5, 8-6 Mercy. Wilkinson back at the plate, bases loaded. Elise crushes it down the line in left. French and Haley Fanucci score for the Knights, tying the game, but it's all Mercy from there. Bottom 5, Montel drives it up the middle. Yojin Dietrich Tilton scores from second. Montel in scoring position for Galea, who crushes it deep to left field. Montel scores, and the Mercy Crusaders go on to win at 10-8 the final to take over first place in the West Bay Foothill League. The Burlingame baseball team continues to lead the Peninsula Bay Division.
The Panthers meeting with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rikes Center earlier this week.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the Burlingame baseball team! That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, it's almost the end of the season. What did you guys do right this year to make sure you guys were here right now?
The entire year we've had good pitching. We've had good team chemistry. We have a coach that supports us. He pushes us, gets us ready to go before every game. We all are good friends, so got to keep it going the whole year.
I love it. All right, let's talk about the playoffs because they're almost here. What are you guys doing in order to secure first place?
We want to make sure everyone stays healthy and make sure like our defense is still working and the pitchers are still throwing outs, and we want to make sure everyone like keeps their approach at the plate and stays positive.
That's awesome. We're staying positive, and I love to end with traditions. Give us some of those Burlingame Panther traditions.
We have a couple of them. First one was team dinners that we have every other week, and then also high fives after the game up on the mound.
Where do you guys like to eat for your team dinners?
We usually have them at our houses.
Ooh, mom's cooking?
No, catering.
Oh, wow. Okay, you guys are fancy, huh? Next time, invite me. It's Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on 99.7 Now, 6 to 10 a.m. Give it up for the Burlingame baseball team.
1, 2, 3, Panthers!
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to Ryan Jackson and the Heritage Patriots. Jackson hits his 40th hit of the season, a new school record. Ryan was happy and his teammates were very happy for him. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikes Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Tim Dempsey. Today's training tip is a Nordic hamstring curl. He's going to push down into the box with his knees, push his rib cage down, engage his abs, look straight across, slowly lower himself down using hamstrings, keeping the rib cage tight. He can absorb itself, he can bend, come back up, tighten again, drop his rib cage down, engage through here, slowly go down as one unit. Hands are out to save his fall.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep End of the Season Awards Banquet right here at Levi Stadium Monday, May 20th. Coming up.
It is. First off, we'll show you some very good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with Layla Vasquez from Moreau Catholic with a terrific sliding catch against the fence. Here's Ellen Ebers from Foothill, and she makes the catch with a head-first dive. Sachi Reyes from James Logan with a great play here. Sachi away from the infield and makes the catch. Olivia Silvestri from California, another terrific diving catch. Here's Piedmont Hills' Nick Galbo stretching out and makes the grab and the tag for the double play. But the play of the week goes to Mason Padilla from Liberty. He guns out not one, not two, but three runners in the same inning. Mason Padilla gets all three outs, throwing runners out at second base. He's a great football player too, but he gets the play of the week for baseball. Mason Padilla doing something I've never seen before with the play of the week. That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week to meet a quadriplegic athlete playing the fierce sport of wheelchair soccer. We'll see you then.
Yeah, really nice girl.
Good.